Disclaimer, I'm eating sugarcane during this video, so I'm sorry if you hear short time lapses, or anything of the sort with me not talking or pausing. Now let's get into the video. Yo, what is up, YouTube family? I'm eating sugarcane. So let's just start off this with, what if Luffy was trained? Wait. What if Luffy was on Roger's crew? We'll start off the story as we see Luffy. Here is Luffy's gonna be Garp's son, and so is Dragon. We'll start off this what if as we see Luffy running from a tiger. As Luffy is 7, about time 8, if he survives. As then, Luffy then bumps into a man. This man has a smile on his face with black hair, black shaded glasses. As he then turns around and sees the tiger running at Luffy, he then grabs 2 axes. As he throws one axe at the tiger barely dodges it. But when the tiger lifts back up its head, is floating in the air as the tiger dies. And we see as Luffy's shocked. This man just cut off a tiger's head. As Moon puts back his axes, he walks up to Luffy and he says, "Who are you, young lad?" As Luffy just tells him, "My name is Monkey D. Luffy." "Oh, you're Garp's brat, eh?" As he says, "Well, go back into the forest." He starts to walk away. Luffy then turns around as he runs at the man. The man tells Luffy, "Go back to your forest or else." As Luffy in anger runs back to the forest, he's hiding behind a tree, and Scopper doesn't even try to use observation hockey to see if Luffy is there. But they get on the ship and they're about to leave. As Luffy then jumps out and he gets in one of the barrels of the ship. Which I don't think Roger had any barrels, but hey, let's just say he did. As while they're in the middle of the sea, Luffy then pops up and he says, "Hey!" As Shanks and Buggy So it's a 1-year time difference between, I think Buggy's 39, between Shanks and Luffy, because I think that Shanks is 40. Yeah. No, wait, he's 39 too. So Luffy's gonna be 38. This meaning this was about 30 years ago in the One Piece universe. As Scopper then yells, "What? I thought I told you to go back in the jungle." Ridley then comes out as he hisses his teeth and he says, "Who's this brat?" "He's someone who just came in the boat." As Roger then comes out and he says, "Huh?" about what's going on. As let's just say Luffy is a little bit more fine-tuned. So Shanks and Buggy say, "We'll take care of this brat." Shanks smiles and he takes out his little knife sword. And Luffy takes out his knives. As they both rush at... Buggy takes out his knives. As they both rush at... they all rush at each other. Except for Luffy. Now, Luffy has the gum fruit. Shanks... the boy Buggy, he has his fruit. As they then instantaneously rush at each other. As Luffy just jumps over both of them. He twirls around his fist as he sends them stretching right at Buggy and Shanks. As he punches Buggy right in his face. As Buggy falls on the ground, he gets back up and says, "I'm gonna make you pay." As Shanks asks if Buggy is okay. Buggy says yes, he is okay. As Buggy then throws two knives at Luffy. Luffy barely dodging one, slicing his sleeve. As Buggy then jumps off as he's about to slice Luffy right in his chest. Luffy barely dodges. As Shanks then kicks Luffy right in his face. As Luffy falls on the ground, Shanks then says, "That's what you get for intruding our ship. Now, let us tie you up." As they're about to tie Luffy up, Luffy then says, "Let go of me!" As Conqueror's Haki then blurges out. He doesn't know that he has Conqueror's Haki, neither can he control it. As it starts to blurge out. As Rayleigh, Scalper, and the rest of the crew, including Roger, are shocked. Shanks and Buggy are then knocked out. As Luffy sees them, and he turns around and says, "Oh, look at that! I won!" As Rayleigh then goes over to Luffy and says, "Hey, brat, you know what you just did?" I won? No. As Roger then taps Rayleigh on his shoulder. "Yes, you can join our crew, kid. Now, Rayleigh, Scupper." Set out for sail. As they set up for sail, Luffy, Shanks, and Buggy are all getting trained. Shanks getting trained by Roger himself. Luffy, as in the original, getting trained by Shanks. And Buggy getting trained by Scopper. Now, it is all 5 months before Roger died. I think they've already found the One Piece. Oh no, they just found the One Piece. No. They found the One Piece and then they come back. This is where the crew's gonna disband. Now, let me explain a little thing about their powers. Buggy, he's a little bit more toned. He has Armin Haki and Observation Haki, so instead of being super scared, he thinks that he's a god, but he knows not, fram, bro! 5-second rule. I'm just kidding, I'm not gonna eat this bull crap. As I just eat my other one. As we see, as Buggy, he's actually the weakest out of both Shanks and Luffy. He just has basic Armin Haki and decent Observation Haki. Shanks is the strongest, though, out of all of them. Barely being stronger than Luffy. He has somewhat control over his Conqueror's Haki. Not really that much. I think Shanks was about Wait. Let's see, so 9 plus... Oh, why am I doing this math? 30 years ago. So now it's 6. Okay, so Shanks is 15 right now. So Roger's gonna get executed in about 2 months. We didn't see it. Luffy has Arm and Hockey and Rewo and observation, and he can, blurt out his conquers, like a little flex. Now about his gears, Luffy does not have any gears right now. The reason I'm making it like this is because I don't want to make them too overpowered when the story just started. Because they have to, progress just how Shanks progressed. But Buggy's good. Buggy's actually going to stay at the exact same strength. Which I'd probably say Buggy could probably... This Buggy right now, not in the story, he could probably take out a Who's Who, a Sasuke or something like that. Or in Straw Hat terms, he could defeat Frankie. Or maybe not. Maybe he can't even defeat Robin. Or maybe he can defeat Nami and Usopp. I know that's a fact. He can defeat... I don't even know if he can defeat Chopper! Okay. Yeah, so this Buggy's pretty strong. The next thing that Buggy's gonna get is an awakening. No, because I can't really do anything with him. So yeah, Buggy is pretty strong. Yeah, he can fight a Jinbei. Yeah, but he would lose. Or an Ace. Yeah, he could fight an Ace. He would lose though. And since he has Arm and Hockey, he can actually slice the animals. That thing. So he's strong enough to protect himself. More like that. He's not super weak. He's strong enough to protect himself. He's not strong enough to fight the top tiers like Whitebeard or something, but he's strong enough to protect himself. Got stuck in my throat, no pun intended. Whoa, pause. Luffy is probably Luffy's weaker than all the 3rd Division commanders because we saw he needed 4th gear and Tankman just to defeat Cracker himself. So I'd probably say Luffy right now is under, even though he knows Rewo and can do it in his base form, Luffy is under all of the, or you could stretch it out, he's on the exact same level as a 3rd Division commander, but sorry guys, he's not beating a 3rd Division commander. And Shanks is the strongest out of all of them, actually being on 3rd Division commander level, and he can defeat a 3rd Division commander level applicant. So we then get to, Roger, he gets executed. Luffy is starting a rage in the New World, having a 500 million bounty. Being on Roger's crew alone, he only had a $35 million bounty, which is a lot for him being an apprentice. But now his bounty has sped up to 500 million. I'm trying to make this into a movie, so I'm gonna make part 1 pretty stretched out. Sorry for that ginormous tangent. That was too long. No, whoa, pause. Pause, no pun intended. I know what y'all thinking, bro. No pun intended. As we then see, and shout out to King Abe. Yeah, I'm gonna do your Demon Slayer What If after all the projects. It's coming right after What If I was in Demon Slayer. Yeah, or it could come after What If Deku had the Gacha no Mi. I don't know, but yeah, basically all of my projects for this month are about finished. I just have to do What If I Was in Boruto, so then I can sorry guys. As Luffy is raging a $500 million bounty, Shanks is actually raging a $650 million bounty, and he has fought Mihawk. And this has caused a rage in the New World. Buggy's bounty, as he's trying to keep a low profile, but they can't know, but he's still terrorizing towns and stuff. They actually had to send a of a rear admiral and a vice admiral. No, they had to send a vice admiral to Buggy, which Buggy actually killed that vice admiral. So his bounty has shot up high because the Marines really want his head. Because let's just say that vice admiral was pretty, like, he was a pretty friendly vice admiral. He had some good energy. He wasn't like absolute justice, but he had some good energy. So Buggy's bounty has shot, and Buggy killed him. So Buggy's bounty has shot up to 150 million. No. 250 million. As he's now given an epithet by the Marines, which makes everyone, not the top tiers, but which makes the New World shake when they hear his name, Buggy D. Clown. But we can see as the one and only Monkey D. Luffy is raging the seas with his pirate crew. Let's just say he got these guys earlier, but they're all like way younger than him. Or wait, should he have one person on his crew? Oh no! Look. So, Buggy is going to be on Luffy's crew as his first man. Never mind. No, he's not. Don't take that one to heart. So Zoro's gonna be on his crew at the exact same level Zoro is in, his time. Like Zoro right now, all of the Straw Hats right now, that's how strong they are while they're on Luffy's crew. And Luffy, actually knowing a little bit more, not wanting to fully be exactly like Roger because he has the Straw Hat, actually has he has a armada of 3 ships, which Zoro is on the first ship with him, and Sanji's on the second ship, and Jinbei is on the third ship. Yes, Jinbei is actually a part of Luffy's crew. Carrot is a part of Luffy's crew. We're actually going to be aging up Carrot to the age of 25. So everyone is aged up 5 years to kind of like settle out the balance. I know that's going to be hard to kind of hold, but yeah. Oh, Luffy and he's going to be 38. No, he's not 38 right now, but So this crew is labeled as a young crew. Luffy raided the Big Mom pirates, and now I actually have to say Luffy has all of his gears. He has his 4th gear, and he can use Conqueror's coding. As Luffy learned about this his last visit with Shanks. As Luffy raided the Big Mom territory and he nearly took her, whatever it's called. No, not like that. But we then skip over to that fight as we see as Luffy's in 4th gear, as he's looking at Big Mom. He then puts his palm out to Big Mom and he sucks in air with his breath. As we then skip to Zoro's moment. Zoro just sliced Katakuri in the chest as Katakuri turns around. As he's about to punch Zoro, he can't move. As his chest then breaks open, shot. You know how Zoro's Santoryu is. How Zoro's Onigiri is. As he then falls to the ground, getting knocked out. As Zoro, his arm is broken, his leg is broken, his rib is broken, and he coughs out blood as he falls to the ground. His blood spewing out of his mouth. Luffy. As Sanji, he was able to fight Smoothie. He got, it was a pretty decent fight, with him actually setting aside his feelings for women. as he's then stabbed. No, he's then nearly stabbed with the chest. But then he then kicks her right in the face, as he just feels this pain in his heart for kicking her in her face, and she then gets knocked out. Same with Sanji. Sanji has cuts all over his body. He looks a little sick as he then falls to the ground. As we then sees Jinbei is fighting Cracker, with Cracker actually losing to a certain margin. Like, he's losing a lot. Because Jinbei, his Fishman karate, bro? Yeah, this is not a good battle for Cracker. As Cracker is beating Brode and Don Don. As Jinbei then goes to, check out the crew. As let's just say this battle he was about a mile away from Sanji, so he could kind of see his battle. As he swam over to Sanji, and Zoro teleported out of the moon world, which he teleported right on top of Sanji, no pun intended. As Jinbei then grabs him and throws both of them over his back. As we then see as Frankie barely wins his fight, as the only reason why he won was because his machinery exploded in the middle of the battle. As Chopper, he escaped his fight with bare minimum bruises. As in this timeline, Tucker is actually going to have an ability called Death Shock. Now, this is an ability where he grabs a giant-sized syringe, and he blitzes his enemy using Rokushi. No, he just grabs a syringe and he blitzes his enemy, and he stabs the syringe right into their body, knocking them out and making them unable to move. But Chopper barely escaped. As we then see, as a red-haired man is now on Big Mom's turf. As we then see his crew, as they then all rush over Totland. As we skip back to Luffy's perspective, Usopp, like the rest of the crew, they had their fights, including Nico Robin and Usopp and Nami. And Carrot. Carrot had her fight too. She wasn't able to go into Sulongkorn because it's daytime. But yeah. As we then see, as Luffy has finished charging up his attack, as Big Mom's kind of panting a little bit with a couple of scratches, not anything crazy. As Luffy says, Elefante, King Kong Gun, as he fuses Riro also with Conqueror's Hockey coating and slams it right into Big Mom. No, him and Big Mom attack then clash as a shockwave goes throughout Topland that actually wakes up Katakuri and gives like a little sense to Cracker and like slams Smoothie right in her face. As Totland then starts where Big Mom and Luffy are then starts to crack. As Big Mom then falls into the water, Luffy then uses Geppo as he flies away, but then his Gear 4th transformation form then blows up as he skirts across the ground. Luffy then gets up as he then sneezes. This is the drawback because Luffy is trained with Gear 4. He's had it for like 5-6 years now. He's trained with Gear 4 and he's mastered it, like completely mastered Gear 4th. So Luffy then starts to walk, kind of limping, as out of nowhere, Usopp then drops from the sky and he says, "Come on, Luffy, we gotta go." Why? Because people are raiding us. Huh? Oh, and by the way, if you didn't know, for the 3 ships, on Sanji's ship, they're all cooks, but they all are masters of Rokushiki as well. And on Zoro's ship, pure swordsman, it's nothing but bloody swordsman. So yeah, he can shoot cannonballs sometimes. So yeah, that's kind of weird, guys. Zoro only has bloody swordsman. Bloody swordsman. That did not go right. Perry, we might have to get the ship and leave England. I'm just kidding, guys. As we can see, as Luffy then gets up, only to be met by Shanks. As Ethan says, Shanks? What are you doing here? Well, you see, Luffy, we heard what was going on and how y'all were coming to Big Mom's territory, so we came here to try and stop you. Seems we're too late. As Shanks then sees Big Mom floating above the water because of a couple of rocks, but nearly knocked out. She then starts to get up, as her eyes then turn red, and she says, Red hair, straw hat, you're dead. She then brings down her blade, and she then surrounds it with Zeus and Hephaestus. Oh, wait, no. Oh, actually, no. Zeus is now with Nami and is permanently Nami's. Zeus and Prometheus. As she then says, Flame sword! And lightning then starts to crackle around it. And she says, What? I thought Nami took Zeus. There's no need for that little pestilence when you have me. Whoa, that sounded gay. As we then see Hera. As Shanks then blocks the attack with his sword. Big Mom, we've raided your land. All of your children are defeated. There's no point of fighting. As then we didn't see all of Big Mom's children behind her. There's no point of fighting? Then what are my children doing right here? As Luffy's eyes then open in shock. Wait, Katakuri's here. That means that Zoro is dead. And if Smoothie's here, that means that Sanji's dead. And if Luffy, they're not dead. They were taken by Jinbei. They actually won their respective fights. It must have been that Conqueror's Hockey clash. Oh, good lord. I thought they all died. As Luffy then slams his fist into his palm. I might not be able to use Hockey or any of the gears, but for sure I'm gonna kick your butt. As he then turns on second gear and blitzes Big Mom, punching her right in the face. But this actually does not really affect Big Mom. Because, well, Luffy can't use Hockey, he can't use Conqueror's Coding. And he can't use Riro, which is the exact same thing. So Luffy turns on his observation Hockey and he dodges all of Big Mom's attacks. As Shanks then comes out, as he says, Luffy, move! Wait, that attack? Oh yeah, she's done for sure. As Shanks then puts his hand in the air, as he then says, Dragon Head, and he throws it right at Big Mom. This is coated with Conqueror's Coding, as it slams right into Big Mom's face, as Shanks then blitzes above Big Mom, and he then puts his hand up like in the air, and he slams it down, as he says, Holy Sword. As this thing slams into the ground, completely killing. No, not killing, but defeating all of the Big Mom pirates. As the only one left is Katakuri, and a couple of other no-names. Or they do have names, but they're pretty weak. They say, We're gonna fight for Totland! As Katakuri then stands up and he says, Go. As Luffy and Shanks then look, as he didn't say, What do you mean, go? I said, go and never come back to this island again, or we'll kill you. Both of you. As Luffy then gets mad and he says, Well, I'll just have Zoro kick your ass, and I'll have Sanji beat your butt. As Katakuri then looks at Shanks. Him and Shanks then nod at each other as they walk away. We then see as Luffy is standing right in front of Buggy. Yeah, guys, he's standing right in front of Buggy. As Buggy, wait. No. We didn't skip to Buggy's perspective. So, there's three main characters in this wave. Shanks, Luffy, and Buggy. We didn't skip to Buggy's perspective. As we see... Oh, and let me just say, Alvida, yes, she's on Buggy's crew. So is Mr. One. They're, I don't know about Crocodile. Yeah, Luffy kicked Crocodile's butt. So yeah, those are all the people who are on Buggy's crew. Like, everyone who's on Buggy's crew in the original is on Buggy's crew right now. So, not the original. I mean, like, after the 2-year time skip, everyone who's on his crew is on his crew right now. As we can see, oh, and all of the main characters, like the division commanders, like the lion guy, the wax guy, Alvida, they all know armament hockey. The wax guy, he knows observation hockey, and he's actually Buggy's first division commander. And Buggy has actually gotten stronger, awakening his fruit. I know, yes, it might sound crazy, but Buggy has awakened his fruit. Me just getting off of class because it's finished. Buggy has awakened his fruit. As we can see, a man, he says, well, if it isn't Buggy the Clown. Well, I'm gonna kill you and take you back to Navy. No, I'm gonna capture you and take you back to Navy base. As he then says, why? Because you know what you did. The reason you're so known and why your bounty's so high is because you killed a very beloved vice admiral in the Marines. So now you're gonna die. But no, that's more of a kind of voice. You're gonna die. So now you're gonna have to pay your price. Get ready. As Okoji then shuttles over to Luffy. As he then tries to touch Buggy easily dodging and touching Okoji's arm. As it then splits in two. As Okoji then makes his other arm a ice spike. As he then tries to stab Buggy easily dodging. As Okoji then tries to freeze Buggy. He's starting to get frozen, but before he can fully get frozen, his hand is on Okoji's back. As he then splits Okoji in two. As Okoji gets back up and he says, "Oh, that felt weird. So that couldn't hurt you, could it?" As Buggy then puts his hand in front of his face, and then he then shoves his hand right to his sides. As all four of his knives then come out, and he say, I would usually get away from a vice admiral, but since you don't have any crew with you, we're all gonna team you and kill you. As Buggy then thinks about it, if I kill a vice admiral, the bounty on my head's gonna get even more, and they're gonna make me an emperor of the sea. Okoji then sends ice spikes at Buggy, with Buggy slicing, touching them, and they completely shatter into pieces. As he then throws his knives that are hockey coated right at Okoji, as Okoji easily dodges. Buggy then slashes Okoji right in his chest with his knives, which Buggy, since his hockey's not as strong as Okoji, it does damage, but it doesn't hurt as much as someone who is on the same level as Okoji. But he got his chest sliced as he's been pushed back. As then Buggy then uses his fists that have armament hockey on them as he punches Okoji, shattering his face into pieces. As on Okoji's real body, this actually slices his face a little bit. As Okoji then turns completely into ice, but Buggy then touches Okoji's arm. Galdino then tries to completely wax Okoji, as Okoji barely gets out of the wax, but he's then met with a club to the face by Alvida, which was like with hockey. But, hockey isn't even as like her hockey is just basic. As we then see Galdino, as he then says, wax punch, and he punches Okoji right in his face, making a little blood come out of his mouth. As we then see the lion guy and his lion tigers, the lion tiger's like really ferocious, and its teeth are super sharp, and it then rushes at Okoji. Okoji just puts his hand up and freezes the entire lion. As then, out of nowhere, he's met with a stab through the back by a cutlass. As Buggy then smirks. As then the cat guy who kind of wants to act like a cat, you know how he has those gloves on? He then beams them up with hockey. They then become sharper. But they still look like the regular gloves. They don't look like he put hockey in his hand because his hockey is like invisible hockey or level 1 hockey. As he then blitzes up at Okoji, as he says, cat slash. And these slashes then slam him right in his back, no pun intended. Whoa! Pause. And we then see as the two cat brothers who has the cat fruits, they're on Buggy's crew now. Then both go rushing at Okoji as they actually have arm and hockey, basic, like super basic, like it's pretty dumb basic. As they then both punch Okoji at the exact same time, but Okoji easily dodges this, making them clash fists. As he then freezes both of them and throws them away. As Buggy's crew then all go rushing at, all of the fodder then go rushing right over at Okoji, as Okoji just puts his foot and freezes every last one of them. As one of the crew members who weren't fully frozen, or his arm was still, unfrozen, or something like that, he then shoots his bullet right at Okoji, as Okoji is then shot right in the back. As he then yells out in pain because it was a stone bullet. As then we then see Galdino as he just throws wax at Okoji, as the wax just slams into Okoji's arm. As Buggy's just over there laughing maniacally. As we then see as Alvida then is now above Okoji, as Okoji barely sees this, and he freezes Alvida, throwing her down to the ground, but not breaking her. As we then see as Galdino then tries to attack Okoji again, with all of his attacks being frozen, as he then puts out a frozen spike and stabs it right into Galdino's gut, as Galdino's entire body just instantly freezes, as Buggy in rage then blitzes right over at Okoji, as Okoji then tries to fist freeze, but Buggy then grabs his arm as he then slices it off, and since Okoji didn't quickly revert to his ice form like he did in all the other attacks from Buggy, his arm got completely sliced off, which had him yelling in pain. Now, keep in mind, Buggy is not a an admiral level character. Not even close. Buggy is somewhere around a 3rd division commander level, but his attacks are just hacks, and Okoji going in carelessly, thinking that he could easily kill Buggy, just went in and nearly got killed. As his arm is then cut off, as he then freezes it. Now you're dead, Buggy. As he then keeps yelling out in anguish, as Buggy then puts his hand right, there's a little space between him and Okoji, as Buggy then says, air slash, as he swipes his hand down, and the air just cuts, slamming right into the Admiral. As Buggy then starts to get up, as Okoji then starts to get up, as he then says, I clearly can't fight you right now. As Buggy then says, I don't care. As um, he's about to try and slash Okoji, but Okoji just solos right over to Buggy and freezes his entire body. As he then walks away, or glides away, as he then gets into his bike and he cycles off as fast as he can over to Marineford. As when he gets there, Sengoku sees his arm and he says, "How? What happened?" Buggy the Clown happened. So I was out patrolling, and then I went to one of his islands. We got a fight, and he caught me off surprise. And he caught me on surprise. He got me on surprise. His fruit is awakened. Darn, is that kid strong? His fruit is awakened. No, nah, he didn't say that. His fruit is awakened, and him and his crew just kept sneaking up on me. They all fought me at the exact same time. I easily froze his entire crew, but he caught me off guard. And then this happened, as we then see Okoji's arm as it's cut off. This really... What? Buggy the Clown? He's that strong? Yeah. As Ben, let's just go over all the bounty. Shanks' bounty is 2.9 billion, 3 billion, somewhere around there. Luffy's bounty is now 2.5 bill. Or, yeah, 2.5, 2.7 bill. As Buggy's bounty, was 200 mil when he fought the Vice Admiral, and it is now boosted all the way up to 850 mil. As we then see Luffy and Shanks reading this article, as they say, Buggy was able to nearly kill and was able to cut off the arm of a Vice Admiral. How strong is he good? As this is where I am going to be ending off this. So if like, comment, subscribe, share, tell everyone. Oh, Luffy just smiled. As this is where I'm going to be ending off this. So if like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends, social media. No. We're not actually going to end it off right here. As we can see, Luffy, Shanks, and Buggy on this island with their respective crews, as they tell their respective crews to go away, as they have to talk. As they're talking about building an alliance, but that's gonna be what the conversation about. But Luffy just says, Luffy and Shanks, all of them, simultaneously just say, "Long time no see," as they all just say their names at the exact same time. Not like Buggy says Shanks and Luffy and Shanks just say Buggy. As this is where I'm gonna be ending off this video. Like, comment, subscribe, share to all of your friends on your social media platforms, please. And this is where I'm gonna be ending off this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh wait, I read. Peace.